The Chicago Bulls got a crazy offseason coming up, filled with front office searches. Maybe we have coaching search, and also there's going to be a lot of player movement on this team. But I'm gonna get through the factoids of this situation. Four Chicago Bulls currently that won't be playing for the Chicago Bulls next year. But first, you got to hear the music.
Cognac, gang.
Shy Bulls podcast with the Cognac Boys. I am Cognac Boy CDub, holding it down on another daily episode of Shy Bulls podcast. If you like what you're listening to, make sure you hit that like button, punch that subscribe button. Now we about to get into the four Chicago Bulls players currently that will not be playing for the Chicago Bulls next year. And I'm really basing this upon the play while they've been in Chicago, the few games they played or however amount of games they played, and the psyche of a new GM coming in here and trying to mold the Chicago Bulls into their image. Now let's get into it. The first player is Anthony Simons. We didn't get a chance to see a lot of Anthony Simons. He only appeared in 6 games for the Chicago Bulls this season. And in those 6 games, he displayed a lot of offensive versatility. He can shoot the ball from 3. He can actually get downhill and get to the rack and finish around the basket. He ain't the best in the world, but he is effective. He has a mid-range game. He has a nice little step back. He got the step to the side, left or right. He got a little float game. Offensively, this guy is definitely a good player. Defensively, he was okay, but it all boils down to we didn't get a chance to get a long look at Anthony Simons. And to tell you the truth, I told you what I was going to be basing this upon before I told you this list. I think that doesn't apply to Anthony Simons. I think the reason Anthony Simons is not going to be here in Chicago, he is a restricted free agent. All of these guys are restricted free agents. He's a restricted free agent, and I think there is going to be a more competitive team that come in and swoop and get Anthony Simons. Also, you can add that the Bulls and the new GM that come in probably doesn't see Anthony Simons as a guy that can help us in the future. So any way you want to put it, any way you want to play it, Anthony Simons will not be a Chicago Bull next year. Let's go on to the next guy, and it is Colin Sexton. And Colin Sexton's career has played off kind of like how it played out this year. You go for one team, you get traded midway through the season, you go and show off, you average 17 to 20 points per game. Because you're basically playing on a tanking team, so there's going to be a lots and plenty of shots to go around. But that doesn't sum up Colin Sexton's game. He's just not a placeholder, because that's basically what he's been being used as in his career, is a placeholder. I think he can really play the game of basketball. It's just that the fact, is it really bad luck for Colin Sexton? He has the offensive skill. He has the defensive skill. Why can't he stick to an NBA team? Why won't an NBA team love Colin Sexton? Because with all the good things you get with Colin Sexton, you get a bunch of bonehead things with Colin Sexton. Is damn near uncoachable. You can't coach it out of him. He's going to do two things great, two things good, and three things bad. That's Colin Sexton. He forces you not to want him on your team. But Colin Sexton is a professional basketball player. He's just going to constantly find himself on these teams that's tanking. He's going to have over bloviated numbers. And I don't think it's entirely his fault. But on to the next team for Colin Sexton. He will not be a Chicago Bull next season. And plus, you can add with White in the world, with any new GM coming in here, want to continue on with a guy like Colin Sexton. Not saying that he trash. It just don't work. And you don't know why. But it just don't work. On to number 3. And it is, very sadly, Zack Collins. Yeah. I said it's Zack Collins. Zack Collins. He got just enough defense, just enough athleticism, just enough accuracy with his jump shot that he can almost damn near be a starter, bro. But Zack Collins has a really big problem. It is the most important ability you can have in any sport. Say it with me, class. Availability. He has played with the Chicago Bulls in the I'll say 1.5 years. What was it, 2 years? The last 2 years, he's played 38 games for the Chicago Bulls. 10 games this season. What we supposed to do with that, bro? He was making $18 million last year. That's a lot of free money. This ain't EBT. We've done that before with Lonzo Ball, bro. Zack Collins could very easily be a starter for the Chicago Bulls. But you cannot, with safety of mind, bestow that responsibility to him because you don't know if he's going to be available. Availability is his only problem. I wanted him to start 10 games until when he 10 games until when he got traded to Chicago. I wanted him to start immediately. He was better than Vooch, at least defensively. He can do a lot of things that Vooch do. He can shoot the three like Vooch. He can finish around the basket. He ain't got all the fancy pivot moves like Nick Vooch, but he's effective. But I can't advocate for you. I can't advocate for you, bro, because you won't show up. What a shame. What a talent wasted. What an opportunity wasted, I think, in Zack Collins. And let's get on to the last guy. And I think this guy is probably academic, and that is Larry himself, Nick Richards. Nick Richards, man, he had a spark when he first started. That first week as a Chicago Bull, man, we forgot what a real center looked like. He showed us a little bit. The man was blocking shots. He was getting 10 rebounds a game, dunking on people. He was even shooting threes. We was like, oh my God, this is what a center looks like. Then the inevitable happened. He got comfortable. Our opponents got comfortable with him playing with the Chicago Bulls and adjusted accordingly. Then we seen the bad hands. Then we seen the sort of low basketball IQ that he had. Does he have small hands? He seems like can't catch the ball clean. That 3-point shot, that shit was just I don't know what that was. He definitely ain't a shooter. That first week was a miracle. He still displayed some of that athleticism. He was blocking some couple shots, but some of those negatives, bro. You don't raise your eyebrow, some of those negatives, Nick Richards. But I do appreciate you showing us what a real center looked like, although it was only for like a week. Now, you knew that a new GM is not going to be bringing Nick Richards back. They rather settle with Jalen Smith, draft a big guy, and go get another guy in free agency. That'll be the better option. There's no more sense in wasting time and trying to evaluate Nick Richards. You know what he is. Can he get better? I don't know, maybe. But your time with the Chicago Bulls, I think, is up. So Nick Richards will not be back with the Chicago Bulls next season. And listen, guys, this is my opinion. Y'all let me know if y'all agree or disagree. Anthony Simons, Colin Sexton, Zack Collins, and Nick Richards are out of here. This is as simple as that. Let me know if y'all agree or disagree in the comments. And I'll be back with y'all on another one. For sure.
Cognac. Gang.